Hello everyone and welcome to the Sky Hero Academy. Today we're kicking off a brand new series that I want to do where we're gonna go over the different pilots in the Ark of Hope, and we're gonna take a deep dive into everything like their design, their art, the story, gameplay mechanics, and overall the lore, their importance in Acecraft. And in our very first episode, we're starting with none other than Ekko. Ekko, he's the main pilot introduced in the game. He helps Mr. X in the tutorial, and he's basically the free character that we are given. It's what you might call, in quotations, main character. And he's the one in the promotional materials of the game, and in a bunch of art and promos, so yeah. Arguably, all the pilots are the main characters, as they are a team in the Ark of Hope, but Ekko he takes the spotlight, in a way. Let's take a quick look at Ekko's design. So with the pilot profile, we can see that Ekko is a raccoon. He has round ears, a raccoon fluffy tail, and his head shape, we can see the pointy parts just like a raccoon, and the snout. Other features, he kind of has a Mickey Mouse aesthetic. If we take just the body, we can see it with the boots, the red pants, and the white gloves. He gives me that Mickey Mouse vibe, which makes sense as a main character. And the key on his back, it's a simple key design, nothing too fancy, pretty simple and standard, which also makes sense as a main character and protagonist. His plane is called Flyboy, and it's a propeller plane with a red and white design, which fits pretty well with his whole aesthetic. Now let's take a quick look at Ekko's personality and his different traits. From the pilot profile card, we can see that Ekko is enthusiastic, he's sincere, and he's brave. His weaknesses are he's careless, meddlesome, and sharp-tongued. We can see that sharp-tonguedness in different parts of the story, and also his carelessness to be, he tends to be more of a heads-on type of person, right? Heads-on and think later. And he's sincere with his friends, and his keywords is that he maintains curiosity, so he likes to experiment, try things around, and he's a little curious. His main bond is with Amelia, and they have that brother-sister rivalry dynamic. Amelia is very different from him, so that parallels him. And he has other bonds with different characters. He was childhood friend with Ryan. And now let's take a look into Ekko's gameplay potential. I'm not gonna get too in depth in this video about the gear, Tesla rides, and wingman. I'm just going to go over his skills and how he fares against enemies. So Ekko is a sharp shot. He's a red element, so if you don't have Elsa, I'd recommend you level up Ekko for those elemental trials. You will need him for the red. And his main shot is basically a single cannon. As you upgrade it, it adds one projectile, and on the third upgrade it adds another one, so it ends up being 3 projectiles. His stun is a flame. It's called Spitfire, and it's basically a flame that tracks down enemies. As we'll see with the amplification, he relies pretty much on those. So yeah, get used to the pink projectile absorption. It's a good skill to have in the game, and pretty much essential for some characters. when you upgrade it in-game, the stunt, it adds 1 projectile every time, so at 1 star it's +1, 2 stars +2, 3 stars +3, and at the end you shoot a bunch of fireballs. The ultimate, it's called Havoc Fall, and it's basically a nuke that falls down and clears all the projectiles on the screen and deals damage to all enemies on the screen. It's pretty good, pretty basic, nothing too much, but as we'll see, now with the amplification, the ultimate is pretty important to cycle. Before that, his bond is with Amelia, as we commented before, and it does the Thunderfield skill, which basically Amelia comes on the screen and starts firing a bunch of electric balls, kind of like in an arc pattern to the right and to the left, and that deals damage in percentage based on Amelia's amplification. Now let's look at Ekko's amplifies. His first one is Soaring Ignition, and his stunt inflicts burning for 6 seconds. Every second of those 6, the enemy will take an instance of damage. So this adds burning status effect to your stun, which you'll apply to enemies, and it's pretty good. His second amplify, it's just a stat boost, a 10% stat boost to his attack, HP and defense. His third one is Soaring Ignition 2, and when the main cannon hits a burning enemy, it will deal an additional 50% damage. So as we can start seeing, his gameplay as he gets amplified will mostly revolve around dealing damage to burning enemies, which you will achieve with the stunt with the fireballs. Amplifications 4 and 5 is just a 10% boost in his stats, and his last one it's Searing Ignition 3, and when the flame hits a burning enemy, there's a 25% chance to restore 5% ultimate energy, and you start the battle with a full ultimate charge. So this one's pretty good. The last amplification, as you deal damage with your flames, you get ultimate charge, and the third one, as you deal damage to burning enemies with your main weapon, you get additional damage. So your main goal is to deal damage to enemies as they are burning. That means cycling those stuns, relying more on the pink projectiles. And that's pretty much about it for Ekko's character overview. Stay tuned for more, like and subscribe if you liked it, and this is Sky Hero Academy signing out.